Hi guys and girls, Michael Warren from Essential Guitar Lessons, and let's learn how to play When the War Is Over on guitar by Cold Chisel. This one is for all my Australian friends because we don't get a lot of lessons on YouTube for Australian songs. This is great for intermediate players to practice some bar chords and strumming patterns. In the song there isn't much guitar apart from the solo and later in the song, but it's quite low in the mix. So this version is so you can sing along with your mates. It has 5 different guitar parts and I'll break each part down and we'll go through them slowly. Then I'll show you how to put it together at the end. If you're unfamiliar with the song, definitely check it out, it's a great song. The chords we're using are A, D, E, A major 7, C sharp minor, F sharp minor, B minor, and there's a D and an E C-shaped chords. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you're having any problems with this song, leave a comment and I'll get back to you. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram, or if there's a song you'd like to learn, let me know. Before we play the song, let's run over the chords we'll be using. So we have our A chord, the open A string, 2nd fret on the D string, 2nd fret on the G, 2nd fret on the B, and our open E string, and that's just our standard A chord. Then we have our D chord. We're not going to play the E or the A string. We have an open D string, have 2nd fret on the G string, 3rd fret on the B string, and 2nd fret on the E string, and that's our standard D chord. Then we have our E chord. We've got our open E string at the top, 2nd fret on the A, 2nd fret on the D, 1st fret on the G, and then open B and E, and that's our standard E chord. Now we have an A major 7 chord. So it's like the A chord, but we're going to take the 2nd fret from the G string and place that back to the 1st fret. So we have open A string, 2nd fret on the D string, 1st fret on the G string, 2nd fret on the B string, and an open E string, and that's our A major 7 chord there. Then we have our bar chord, so we're going to start with our C sharp minor. We're going to bar the 4th fret. Our 2nd finger's going to be on the B string on the 5th fret. Our 3rd finger's going to be on the D string on the 6th fret, and same with our little finger, 6th fret, but that's on the G string, and that's our C sharp minor bar chord there. Then we have an F sharp minor. We're going to bar the 2nd fret this time, 3rd finger on the A string on the 4th fret, little finger also on the 4th fret but on the D string, and that's our F sharp minor. We have a B minor, so again barring the 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the 3rd fret on the B string, our 3rd finger on the D string on the 4th fret, and our little finger also on the 4th fret but on the G string, and that's our B minor bar chord. Now we have these 2 unusual chords, the D and the E, but we're going to use a C shape for that. So our D, we're going to bar the 2nd fret again. We're going to take our 2nd finger, place it on the 3rd fret on the B string. Our 3rd finger, that's going to be on the 4th fret on the D string, and our little finger is going to be on the 5th fret on the A string. You can see we're making a C shape there, and that's our D chord using the C shape. Now the E is exactly the same. We're just going to move that up 2 frets, same shape again, and that's our E with a C shape. Now if you're struggling with those 2 chords, you can still play D and E. It'll sound pretty close. Now the song's also going to have 3 different strumming patterns, and I'll talk you through those as we get there. So let's have a look at part 1, which is the intro and also the chorus. Okay, let me play that first part for you, then we'll break it down. So starting on our A chord, the strumming pattern we're going to use is down, down, up, up, down, up. So a pretty standard strumming pattern. Down, down, up, down, up. And we're using that for each chord. So each chord playing for 1 bar. Down, down, up, down, up. And again, down, down, up, down, up. So starting on our A, we have our strumming pattern. Down, down, up, down, up. going to our C sharp minor, same strumming pattern. Down, down, up, up, down, up. Going to our D, same strumming pattern again. Down, up, and finishing on our E, same strumming pattern. Down, down, up, down, up. So pretty easy start so far. Let's go through that slowly, starting on the A. Down, down, up, C sharp minor. Down, down, up, D. Down, up, and E. Down, up. So we put that together up to speed now. And that's our chorus intro. Pretty easy to get us started. It's only got that one tricky bar chord in there, the C sharp minor. And we do that twice. So our next part is the verse. We start on our A again, same strumming pattern. Down, down, up, down, up. We go to our A major 7, same strumming pattern again. Down, down, up, down, up. Then to our D, and we're going to do this twice, but there's going to be a change at the end. So this is going to go for 2 bars. So 1 bar is exactly the same. Down, down, up, down, up. Now this is the tricky part. We're staying on the D. We're going to start with a down, down, up, and then on the second up we're changing to E. So that'll be on the 3 and then on the 4 and we're going to an A there, and that's going to be on the up. So we're going to put a down, up in there. So let me play that D slowly for you. It goes for 2 bars. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And that gets us our E and A in there. The A comes in on 4 and the E comes in on 3 and. So let me do that D again for you for 2 bars with the E and the A at the end. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So the E and the A there, and one more time. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. And that's our E and A. And we do that twice. So let me play that for you, then we'll get to the next part. Now D. A major 7. D. So that last strum I'm doing on the A is our count of 1 for the next bar. So we're going back to the A in our next part. We're doing that for 2 bars this time. Same strumming pattern as before. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Then we're going to our B minor for 2 bars. Same again. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Now the next part changes. We're going to the D, the E, our C-shaped D, and our C-shaped E, and then back to A. But we're only doing 2 counts on each there, so our strumming pattern now is going to be down, down, up for each chord. So the D, down, down, up, the E, down, down, up, our C-shaped D, down, down, up, and our C-shaped E, down, down, up, and we'll finish back on the A for 2 bars. So let me do that D, E part again for you slowly. Down, up, down, down, up, our C shape, down, down, up, down, down, up, and back to our A. And we do 2 bars there. So we play that part through you slowly, then we'll do the whole verse. A for 2 bars, B minor for 2 bars, our D and our E, our C shape, back to our A for 2 bars. So a little bit tricky, we've got a few different strumming patterns in there, so let me play that whole verse for you now. A major 7, D, that's our verse. Now let's do our next part, which is the bridge. So it's all going to be just our down, down, up, down, up strumming pattern for this. So starting on our F sharp minor bar chord, we're going to do that for 1 bar. So down, down, up, down, up. C sharp minor, 1 bar, down, down, up, down, up. Our D for 1 bar, down, down, up, down, up. Our A for 1 bar, down, down, up, down, up. Back to the C sharp minor, 1 bar, down, up, D, 1 bar, and finishing on our E for 2 bars this time. So down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Now the second time we play it through, same chords except on the last E, for the last bar we're just going to strum once and hold that there. So let me play that whole bridge for you now, starting on the F sharp minor, C sharp minor, D, and A, C sharp minor, D, and E, 2 bars. Back to the F sharp minor, C sharp minor, D, A, C sharp minor, D, and our E, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So we hold that last E for 1 bar, and that's our bridge. A little bit tricky because we're using bar chords there. Now let's have a look at our second verse. It's nearly exactly the same as our first verse, except we're not finishing with the A, we're just leaving that out. We're finishing on our D, E, D, and E. So really easy, let me play that for you, then we'll move on to our next part. So starting second verse, our D, same line again, where we finish there. Our last part is the chorus. It's just playing that top line we did in the intro 3 times and then going to our D and E like we did in the verses, and it plays that whole part through twice. So now let's put the parts of the song together. We have our chorus by 2, our verse by 2, the second one is the solo, then we have our bridge, we have our second verse, and then we have our second chorus by 2 at the end there. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and I'll see you soon.